Alright, hello and welcome to Epic Interactions, where a couple guys, couple girls get together, play some, couple guys get together, play some Dungeons and Dragons, drink some coffee, which is currently brewing, try to stay alive. So, as you can see, we don't have the ladies tonight. Lindsay, she's going to be popping in and out as she has schedules open for work, and Kayla is currently working, so that's Cass. Let me get some music for you guys, actually, hold on.
Sir, I identify as a toaster today.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to need you to, welcome the mechanic, or the machines to this as well. Thank you.
The screen looks perfect right now.
Yeah, right?
There's, I moved that light over there, shown that one over there, so now we're like...
Yeah, it was definitely the screen. So, if you didn't know, last week we had some lighting issues, but, anywho, I'm excited to just kind of dive in and just enjoy tonight's session with the players that we have here.
With the boys.
With the boys. The sausages.
Because we know that shit's actually going to get done now. Because it's just us.
Yes! Right. That's it.
Anyway.
Like, well, girls, don't worry about coming back. Campaign's done now. So.
Yeah, we've been saying that for 2 years.
I told you, if you guys continued, you'd probably get it done and probably by the end of next year.
By the end of next year.
By the end of next year, depending on how fast you guys go. Anyway.
Long ass campaign, dude. That's pretty normal.
Yeah, about 3 years. A full campaign? Yeah.
We're going on 3 years.
Actually, it's usually 2 years at about 5 hours a pop.
With multiple sessions a week.
Yeah. So really we're making good time, if anything, I think. Hopefully. So, because it's, so anyway, last weck, Lindsay, who came in as a Treya, manifested herself spiritually through the divine power of Belanus, and came and allowed some information to be passed between each of you. As some of you were fighting over the garden, solidifying your status of the mansion and where you were at, even though you really don't care. And then some were talking.
Why
not? And some were enjoying the festivities just by watching and conjuring his own chicken. As Atreya dissipates, she left you with a couple of farewell words. As you guys are there about midday in the mansion, waiting to go on your next trip. And that's where we pick up. You guys can take flight, my birdies.
So, we're looking at the map. Emerald and myself are in the library.
Hold up. I'll get to the map.
I'm on top of the house in my tiny hut.
Oh wait, yeah. So we left off with that, with outside. All right. So let's look at this map thing. Emerald, come inside with me, please.
Sure.
Oh, is that what we're doing? Okay.
I'm just giving it a second so that way people.
The green parts are just like getting green screened out.
What the fuck? Some of it just gets screened out.
So we are over here, somewhere.
Mm-hmm. The Wild Wind Plains? No.
No, we're because this is Tortola, right?
No.
All this. Where are you guys at? Where are you trying?
Wild Wind Plains.
The Wild Wind Plains?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Tortola right here.
Yeah.
That little circle with all the tunnels I thought.
Yes.
Yes. Hot fuck you.
That's Tortola.
Yeah. Citadel is off.
We're all the way over here, right?
No, that's the Citadel.
Yeah, we're over here though, because here's the Spectre Forest, and that's
correct.
Yeah, I know where we are.
You're a little bit further south than where you initially pointed, but yes.
So there's Citadel. So we're.
That's us. That little rectangle.
Yeah, okay, so I found it. Yeah, we're right there.
I'm just in my tiny hut, and I'm just like doing songs of rest for myself. Cool. Because he threw a fireball at me last session.
Oh yeah.
You're right, I did.
Until I get to max health, essentially.
Because you're good.
Well, we can teleport To Tortola.
Okay. For what purpose? Where is?
Oh wait, no.
We're going to the. Yeah, we're going to.
We're going up here.
The dungeon.
That's right. Because it was as soon.
We need money.
As soon as we were ready. Correct. That was what it was. We go as soon as we were ready.
Correct.
So we're going to the dungeon.
Yes.
Because we'll be ready after the dungeon.
This is what we agreed on.
Yep. Okay. I'm catching up. Sorry. I forgot it was Wednesday today, so I don't even show me.
Well. So we need to be ready. Are we ready?
Well, I guess we gotta talk fast. So, you want to go rally the boys outside? You guys seem to get along.
No,
And,
absolutely not. You let me know. I'll be down making more potions.
Well, one of us gotta go get Cass. So,
you wanna go
get Cass, and I'll rally the boys?
Fine.
Okay, fine. Be that way.
So I go get Cass.
Okay. you go get Cass.
I'm far home. Before he goes, what time of day is it? Like noon?
Midday.
Midday? Noon? We'll leave tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So we don't get a full rest.
First light.
How long did it take to...
To what?
Cause we're gonna wind walk, right? Or
Yes.
air fart or something?
Correct.
Well, to help you, you already know of the teleportation circle up there.
Hmm.
Oh, that's right.
And he has a teleportation circle.
That's right.
Just to
We can teleport there, so we can go there tomorrow morning. Okay, so you go tell Cass, I'll go tell the boys.
Okay. Do we need anything?
Maybe more potions. Why don't you go talk to your box? Where'd that go? Did you lose that?
Where did that go? I didn't lose it.
Isn't that what brought home?
No, I have it.
Oh.
Did you put it in the vault?
I think I put it in the vault.
Should probably go talk to that thing.
It's not going to give me anything.
How do you know?
Well, I'll give it a try.
I mean, I know I haven't been around for 40 years, but...
Yeah, I'm going to go talk to Cass.
Sure. I'll go talk to the boys.
Okay.
So I walk outside, so he goes talk to Cass.
So you go talk to Cass.
Yep.
She's there. She's just playing, and she's like, "Oh, Emerald, what can I do for you?"
Yes, first light tomorrow morning, we'd leave for the dungeon.
Okay. And we're going there to get more money.
Correct.
Okay.
Is there anything that you need to do in preparation? If so, it would be best to take care of that. Today.
I don't think so. I think we should be fine.
Okay. Well, if you need me, I will be down making more potions in my lab. Baltimore is rallying the group to let them know about our decision. So, any questions you might want to direct his way.
Okay.
Okay. So I go down and I'm gonna make some potions.
So you go down and you make potions. You're doing songs of healing in your own little tent. You're grabbing the boys. So
they both were outside.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting down playing with the chicken.
Yeah.
And he went inside. He's up on top of the mansion.
So.
Right? That was where we left off? With
Yeah,
that
I'm on
little
top
tent?
in my little, yeah.
It's like
So,
yeah.
It's a sphere.
Sven!
I see outside of the dome, and I see what he's doing, but I can't hear him.
Sven!
I'm like looking at you, and I'm like tuning my guitar.
Can I see you?
No, you can't see me.
Yeah, you can see me.
I can see you, but
Yeah.
you can't see me.
But I can see it.
Kind of, yeah. There's like a opaque shade of like camouflage. You can sort of see it. You know I'm there though.
Sven!
Still just kind of like tuning my lute, like not knowing what he's saying.
How far is it away from me?
How far are the walls? Oh, they're higher than the walls. So you're looking at... What, the walls were 30 feet up, so you're probably looking at maybe 60 to 80 feet.
I'm kind of like in the dome, like waving back at him because I even forgot.
All the way to the top.
Yeah, I don't know how tall I need that.
I know it's higher than the walls, and the walls are
No, it's not higher than the walls.
The mansion is not higher than the walls.
What are we looking
The
at?
walls, I thought, were 50 feet tall.
So the mansion's not 50. No.
I did it. I made it in a way that it would cover it.
Okay.
So that way
So
you
you're
couldn't be like, you'd have to go up and over to hit the house. Alright, anyway.
I'm like waving to you
Maybe I'm
inside
wrong.
the dome
I gotta look at
because
this.
I also forget that you can't hear me and I can't hear you.
So,
I was
I'm gonna shoot up. I'm gonna go.
There you go. You.
Yeah. I can't think of what the spell's called right now.
Oh,
Sacred Flame?
Thank you. Sacred Flame. I'm just gonna. Pew pew! Just shooting up at there. Like,
You see it kind of like vibrate with force and stuff. I'm kind of like, what is he doing?
I'll try to shoot it inside the doorway. I give up.
I
So,
eventually stick my head out and I'm like, yes.
oh, there you are, fucker. Why don't you come down here so we can talk? I'm not yelling at.
I don't know if I can.
Just jump. I'll catch you.
I'll insight check that.
Yeah, I like it.
Make sure my insight 18.
Tell the truth. Or you believe me.
Okay.
Are you actually telling the truth? Because if you're lying, you gotta roll deception.
I rolled over there. I used his. But, no, I mean, I'll try to catch you. I'll try to catch you. My dexterity's not good, so I don't know if I can.
Let's try again.
Okay, cool. I believe. Alright! And I jump, like, ass first at him.
Okay.
I feel like this is gonna hit bad.
At the very last second, I just dimension door next to him.
Okay. So like you see him as he jumps down, and then he like you see him mumble or something, do something, and then all of a sudden like he jumps like into like a white door, and then like pops out of a white door right next to you.
Alright. It's been 4 years. What's his name? Sam.
I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, it's a chicken, though.
So I walk over to Sam. Whisper.
Hello!
Alright. So, Sam. Tomorrow morning we're going to go back to the dungeon.
Ooh, dungeon.
Okay.
Ooh,
Glad you're on board with it. Okay.
I want you to make a skill. And this is gonna be the skill's gonna be called rumor. Rumor/story. Because you're a bard, and because you're part of a traveling bard or traveling merchant, I'm gonna have you roll checks periodically to see if you've gained whether like a rumor or some kind of story that you've heard along the way through other people telling stories through their flute, through blah 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 whatever.
So what do I roll?
It's going to be
Do I get an advantage on it as well? Or
no advantage. We'll do a wisdom check. So whatever your wisdom modifier is, add that in. Well, thanks, Game 910. You said that the wizard hat, partly invisible, is a good touch.
Ooh, heck yeah.
that is pretty cool.
Oh, that's right. I need to turn off comments so I can see.
So I'm going to have you make that check periodically, whether you've heard something about something, or even.
So I'm assuming you want me to do that now, then, because they're talking about this dungeon.
Correct.
Somewhere?
But not yet, because he hasn't specified where exactly.
And you said it's just a wisdom check.
It's just a wisdom check, yeah.
Could I make it?
But you can add like your
history check instead.
no, because what I'm doing. What I'm doing is it's going to be combined with an insight as well as you knowing things. So, but it's all going to be based through rumors. It's going to be based through songs. So like I might have you make a check during like you might be at a tavern and somebody is telling of like playing the ladle. You know, I might have you roll the rumor or the story check.
The ladle?
The ladle? Is that not what it's called?
It's a
Lute. I'm sorry.
Hey man, somebody could. You really could.
And then you can kind of pick up whether or not this story has some truth to it.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean?
Like,
So kind of like a bard hearing another bard's tale, and you're like, well,
Hence
is this
why
bard just making up a bunch of stories?
or is
Or does this bard actually have a story on his hands?
Yeah.
Type deal.
Hence the whole amassing army that I know about. Like, yeah, I got you. Okay, that's cool. Then I'll do it, I guess, whenever you tell me to make it.
Yeah. So I just wanted to let you know that I want you to have that ability. You can also add it to your jack of all trades.
Okay, so it'll just be a +1 to it then.
Yeah,
essentially.
whatever it is currently.
Okay.
All right. So sorry, keep going. So you're talking to Sam.
I said I'm down. I'm down to clown. All day, every day.
So, yeah, we're gonna leave tomorrow morning. We'll probably leave after breakfast. That way we can at least eat. So if you need anything from town, go do it now.
What time of day is it now?
It's still noon.
Still about noonish?
Yeah, about maybe 12:30.
Okay, I'll wait another like half an hour before I start eating my mushrooms.
Well, if you want to trip out and find some information, now's the time to do it. Whatever.
No, now is not the time.
You see, as Cass kind of opens the door, she goes, "Hey, Duena's got us lunch. If everybody's wanting to sit down or anything."
Full stomach is a good time to then trip.
And she goes, "Sven, if you're gonna be going with us, then I guess you can be allowed in the house."
Oh, perfect! Dimension door into the house behind her.
Sure.
And then just start exploring.
She also forbids you to go to the basement.
Basement off limits, head.
Is there anything else off limits?
So the teleports down in the basement.
Yeah, so she wouldn't have to worry about it. Well, until specified otherwise.
Okay.
But
She's not there, bitch.
I feel like she would do that, so
Okay,
No.
start exploring the house.
Maybe.
because of that. And if you got to the vault,
Yeah. So,
she's smart. She's smart.
I circle back, go to the kitchen, grab lunch. I'm like turkey leg in hand, exploring the house.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, you meet a whole bunch of people.
Hello. I meat Lacey and Tracy. Hello. Not looking, eye contact. Hello.
Lacey doesn't do anything. Tracy just kind of gives you a little shimmy.
Smile on my face. Continue exploring the house.
That's right.
so I go in and I eat. So,
Yep. So you're there. Emerald, do you go inside?
I've been down in the lab.
oh,
yeah.
I'll go down and grab him.
Okay.
Just be like, hey, lunch is upstairs. Lunch is served. If you wanna come up.
Just as soon as I'm done with this
I'm
potion.
right there.
And I just walk up and I'm just like, do you need any help?
Do you do anything? Do you actually do something, or
I
you just
go
kind
to
of
like,
fake it?
I try to fake it to be like with my armor and stuff, like how clinky I am right now. Just
Make a intelligence saving throw.
I am currently at the top of the basement door. Since he went down, I'm kind of like looking in. I'm not going down.
All
Just
you
kind
see
of like
is
looking.
stairs.
so the
I can't see him or anything. I was going to
Because it goes down and then it cuts out.
Yeah. I was going to give you a bardic inspiration to help.
17.
17. So yeah, he does that, and you're like,
Do you mind?
Oh, I was just curious what you were doing. I guess I'll wait for you upstairs.
Yes.
You want me to save you a plate?
Yes.
Save you a plate?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want on it?
Everything.
Everything?
It's the druid down there.
You want a plate of just everything?
Tell the bard
You're out of mint.
whatever he is not allowed into my room. Assuming Cass has now allowed him in.
Oh, I've already went through his room.
Oh yeah, she said that he's allowed inside, and he dimension doored inside.
Why did she let him in?
I've already gone through every room.
Limitations, but there wasn't any.
I'll meet you.
It's almost like she wasn't even here. So
I've already rearranged his room and all his plants.
Allow me to finish making this spell.
sure.
This potion, excuse me.
Yeah. Need help?
No.
Okay.
I will see you
Well, I'm
upstairs.
going to my room and I'm securing the door.
You have a room?
Yeah, which room is yours?
Yes.
Okay, so you secure the door with what?
Okay, there is 2 spare rooms.
Again.
Yeah.
Already.
So I go. So I go upstairs and I tell Dwayne, I said, Emerald would like a plate with everything that you have prepared on it. Or I guess something from everything that you prepared.
You see as she slowly starts putting things together.
Okay. And
I'll take it down to him.
He said he'll be up. No.
Mage hand. And I'll have the tray go down to wherever is at the bottom of the basement. I don't know where I'm going.
So you
there's
cast
just
Mage
not-
Hand. She doesn't have a tray yet.
Well, when she does,
Okay.
So he says, I'll take it down, and I say no. And then he goes to Mage Hand, I'm like, curious if this works. So I just sit back and I just eat it.
Sure. So eventually the tray is prepped, and then she just kind of like holds over the Mage Hand. As I assume he does a 5-point little.
oh yeah, server style.
What's the range on that?
I think
Sam, you went up to your room, or are you eating?
You went up to
30 feet.
20 what?
30 feet. So I'll stand at the door of the basement and just let it go down. I'll then use thaumaturgy to.
It probably won't get all the way there. It might get to his door.
Cool. Perfect.
But you get the sense that it's somewhere over in that area.
Yeah.
Would it actually get past the door enchantment into the basement?
That one doesn't have a.
Yeah, it does.
Excuse me as I look at the mansion.
I hope it does just fizzle, because I would love for it to just the whole.
That's what
thing
I'm curious about. If it'll fizzle and then.
Dinner served.
I don't know. There's so many enchantments I put on this house when I built it. Like, honestly, I don't remember.
All right, so here's.
All I know is that I was really good at planning.
Yes, you were.
Was that sarcastic or?
No.
I think I did a really good job.
No, you did. I'm serious.
Well, regardless, it only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, there's nothing on the doors. There's nothing on that one. There's
main
one
door?
in the interrogation room. There's your room, the war room, alchemy room, the vault. But there's nothing on the way in.
Well, the way in should have an enchantment of that only the people of the house can go down.
Oh well, I'm not going down.
I'm looking at this one. Maybe I'm wrong. You can come look at it if you'd like, but I don't see it.
Well, that was the whole purpose, was that they couldn't get down unless one of us opened it ourselves. We can talk about it later.
I mean, we can. As I was just going based on this.
Sure.
So whichever win we can reevaluate it later.
We can talk about it later.
Well, regardless, I'm at the top of the stairs.
Sure.
I sent it down as far.
For now, I'll allow it until we can figure
Yeah.
it out, and make sure it happens. But
It only lasts for a minute, so I'm assuming if he doesn't get it within a minute, there's eventually the.
No, it's just there. Yeah.
The tray's gonna eventually just fall.
Mm-hmm. And you hear a loud clinker.
Thaumaturgy. Dinner served.
So it falls down the stairs?
No, it's like down the stairs. It just happens like right outside your door.
So there's a big mess outside
Oh, yeah.
the door. I continue with the potion that I'm making.
You don't hear
Continue
anything. You
exploring.
don't hear anything. You just continue to explore.
He must have really enjoyed it. Just.
Okay, so I think you're doing that. You're doing that. He's in his room, so you're the only one with Cass just sitting there eating it. She's just, you see, as she's like taking scraps and then feeding it to Sombra.
I find the children and I start doing
I
dancing
guess
lights for them.
maybe we should tell Bryce and the other one that we're leaving for some time.
think they should be fine. I mean, they know that we come and go.
That's true.
I mean, we've paid out for 2 years, so I can't really think that. Yeah.
Well, was there anything that you think that we need to do?
We got my bow enchanted, right?
Thank you. We have to go back and get your bow. Which today is day 1. Because we dropped it off yesterday. Okay. So we could pick it up tomorrow afternoon. Would be the 48 hours, right? Okay. So I do thaumaturgy, and I say, change the plan, everyone. We're leaving tomorrow night.
As you hear that echo throughout the household, like a big old
Thaumaturgy back.
And then meanwhile, I'm like holding my potions in glass, and I'm trying not to drop stuff.
Actually, make an intelligence check.
God.
Saving throw, actually.
I finally seen Tracy after I explore the house, and now it's what, like 1, you would say?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I offer them mushrooms.
21.
Yeah, Tracy takes it. Yeah.
Oh, good. Awesome. I eat it with her.
What'd you get?
21.
Oh, yeah. You're good.
Also, I'm making a spell called Revivify. So.
You're making a spell called Revivify?
Yeah.
With what?
Or, not spell, potion.
Yeah? With what?
Pargan.
Huh?
Pargan?
Do you have all the ingredients?
That's the only one that I need.
And what?
It's actually got the shortest amount of brewing time.
Well, I just want to see what the,
Excuse me.
And didn't we make, like, a potion making roll?
Yeah. But I don't exactly remember. We didn't clarify.
So
maybe you had
Revivify
it
is a
written.
3rd level spell. So, let's...
Excuse me.
Very basic stuff.
Excuse me.
Yeah, very basics. So let's say that we'll say the DC's 17,
So just a
and
regular
go
D4.
ahead and just roll, and then if you get it, you make it.
Ladies, is there a bath?
Do I add anything to it?
Whatever we made that roll for.
Would it be wisdom?
I think so.
I thought we made a roll for it.
I didn't.
We made a separate potion making roll,
Ooh, I didn't write it down.
like alchemy probably.
I don't think I wrote it down though.
Thought I made an alchemy.
Nope, I'm good now.
Yeah, I didn't write it down, but I think it might have been wisdom. But if you tell me now, I'll write it down so I don't forget it.
Alright, let's go ahead and make it wisdom. I'll let it slide this time, and then next time, if not, you're going to be stuck with whatever the D20 gives you.
Alright.
Is there a bathhouse?
A bathhouse?
A bathroom?
Oh yeah, there's one right over there. And she points to the one that they're staying in.
Thank you. And I head to it and I go take a bath.
You go take a bath? Sure. So Tracy is like slowly becoming accustomed to drugs, apparently. As she like starts like laying on the bed, and she's like, great. And then Lacey's like, tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. Like, they're doing just very basic, you know. She's like, I don't see anything. It just feels good. And she's like, well, that sucked. Anyway, so that's what you're getting as you're hearing from the bath. As you're taking a bath. You finish, what'd you get?
18.
Yeah, so you finish up your potion. And Cass just finishes up. She's like, well, if we're not leaving until tomorrow, then I guess we'll just do what we need to do here then.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna get stoned.
What was that?
I'm probably gonna get stoned.
You're gonna get stoned?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't kill yourself. I know a lot of stonings that happen in the town is
With the mushroom guy.
With the mushroom
oh,
guy.
you're gonna go take mushrooms.
Probably.
Okay, so you're not gonna get stoned.
I'm gonna get high.
Okay, you're gonna go. Okay, so you're gonna go take the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay. Because stoned is completely different.
Oh, 40 years. I don't know. Terminology changes or something.
No, I don't think that's changed.
Oh, definitely not.
Anyway, okay. Well, I'm gonna go do some things upstairs. I'll go with you tomorrow afternoon then.
Yeah, we'll ride up there. We'll probably leave here like noon. That way we can get, because it's like 6 hours, right? Get there on horseback or whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll probably leave here at noon. That way we can get there before they close.
Sure.
And then just grab it real quick and come out.
Sure.
And we'll head back.
Alrighty.
Okay.
You eventually find me in the bath, and you now see what I've done. With
I don't think we would go in Emerald's room though.
Oh, would you?
Because you're in like Emerald's room in his bathroom.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was just went to the bathroom with that Lacey.
I remember that part.
What?
That each room is equipped with like its own like.
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I would probably.
There's not a community bathroom.
Did you look at the plans?
I was gonna say, wasn't there a bathhouse that we put in? I was like, yeah, we put in a bathhouse.
You're not gonna have the ladies in the same bathhouse as the men. They didn't even do that back then.
Because I guess alternating is not a thing either back then.
They just changed the.
Going to town.
So you're going into town.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he said that we need to go and find stuff, so I mean, I'd like to find a staff of some sort.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine. We can change it. All the main rooms have their own baths.
Where is that? It's not even on here.
That's fine. We can look at it later.
Yeah, there's not even one on here.
Okay. Look at it later.
Oh, the washroom? Is that what you called it?
Yeah.
W-A-R-S-H?
Look, I'm from Baltimore, alright? That's how you spell it. That's how you say it. Wash.
Wash.
W-A-R-S-H. Wash.
Sure. Alright. So, you don't want to go when everybody else is going to go into town tomorrow evening. Sam?
Oh, we are going into town tomorrow evening?
Correct.
I'm in my room, so I wouldn't have known that.
You heard it echo throughout the whole place. They were using thaumaturgy.
Ah, okay. Well then, no, I'm just gonna chill at my house then.
Alright, so, you guys, oh, Emerald, you eventually go to your room.
Well, I make my way outside of the alchemy lab. And do I see this enormous mess?
Yes.
So I would actually be sitting there waiting at the table till he finally came up.
Okay.
So I clean up the mess,
Sure. Put everything on the tray, you get it all neat, nice and together.
and I bring it upstairs,
Bring it upstairs.
and I say to Duwena, what is the meaning of this?
Well, sir, Sven said that he would take it down to you via mage hand.
And I'm assuming the stupid hand didn't make it to its delivered destination.
I wouldn't know.
Well, I can tell you that it was a mess outside of my alchemy lab.
I will send someone down to clean it up.
No, you won't.
No, I won't.
It's already cleaned.
Okay.
And please do not give any food to the bard, or whatever his name is.
Sven.
Sven,
No food whatsoever.
to give to me. I will get it myself.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Very well.
Is there any left?
Yeah, just leftovers. She always says leftovers.
I got a plate for you over here.
So I'm gonna go eat.
Okay.
Speaking of which, where is the little devil?
Dude, we don't know where Rahun is.
Not Rahun. The musical being.
While you're in the bath, do you, or the washroom now apparently, do you play music while you're in the?
I like singing and humming stuff, but I'm not singing and humming right now.
Sure.
I honestly have no idea. I thought I saw him go up to your room.
I mean, you all would have heard me say okay in my thaumaturgy whenever I
Just gonna eat.
did back to you.
Sure.
So you guys might be able to figure it out.
Then I'll finish eating and I'll go up to my room.
Sure. So you go up to your...
Before I go up, I ask him, what's the plan? Are we still leaving tomorrow, or what time tomorrow?
We might leave tomorrow. We'll see how long stuff takes us. But I forgot, we gotta go into town to go get Cass's bow. Because it's getting enchanted with everything. So we can't pick it up till tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. Alright.
So Cass and myself are gonna leave here at least by noon at the latest to get into town to get to the Oracle in time.
Sounds good. I'll go up to my room.
And then we'll either leave after that or...
Sure. So you go back to your room and you see as Tracy is kind of laying on the bed. She's like staring at the ceiling.
It's Tracy or Lacey?
Tracy.
This is new for Tracy. I thought it was Lacey that was the wild one.
I would have followed him up.
Where's the other one? Good God. So I checked to see if she has a pulse.
yeah. So you check the pulse.
You've had these.
And
they're
you
not that bad.
She's not moving.
No, she's moving.
Oh.
She's
breathing. I
As
can
you,
see she's breathing.
as you like get in, you see as she kind of like moves her head.
Dear God. I just put my things down and I push her over to the side.
Do you hear that?
No. But I know what you're talking about. It's a smooth rhythm, I'll admit.
It's a smooth rhythm. Sounds good.
Are you going to partake in any of that tonight?
Are you in my room now?
Yeah, found
he's like you didn't realize it, but he has like he's like right behind you. Actually,
I didn't know that.
I wouldn't have walked in.
So he says that, and I'm witnessing her, like, and I don't realize that he's behind me. So the moment he says something, it scares the crap out of me. Like, because he's so quiet, I didn't realize that he was there. So like, it scares me, and like what are you doing here?
Well, first off, I didn't go inside your room. I read the door. And second,
Yeah, I didn't even know you were behind me though.
I saw Sven go up here. So I didn't know if he was in your room or not. I thought it'd be funny to see something happen.
Oh, I'm glad he's not in here. Also, what are you trying to do? Some of these with her? Because he's not here, so you're not going to find it in here.
Okay. But yes, I am trying to do some.
Jesus, man. You know what? At this point, I almost might indulge because
We all should.
Why?
Why not?
Is this you or your demons telling you this? Don't look at me sideways.
Don't look at me sideways.
No, it's me. I think we should. They told us a lot of information last time.
Yeah, no. I'll pass.
Okay.
So, I'm just gonna chill, hang out in my room. What time of day is it? Evening?
Probably like 1:30ish.
Oh, it's an afternoon.
Might as well pass the time by doing it. I'm just saying.
No, I'd much rather do other things. Like make more potions.
Fine, you workaholic.
You're gonna be thanking me.
He's pushing out OT, bro.
Yeah,
OT.
exactly. So I go back down and I start making more potions.
Okay. All right. Make how many potions do you want to do for the night?
I'll make another rage and superior healing.
Okay. What's the rage do?
Same thing his rage does.
Okay. So we'll say rage is 17 and the we'll say they're both 17. Just go ahead and roll that.
So I'm gonna cast locate object, and I'm gonna try to do Sven's mask.
You don't really know what the mask looks like, though, because it
I don't think you have to know exactly what it looks like. You just have
I did see it. So I have.
I think you have to be familiar with what it is what.
No, I think you just have to know just for that one. Because you just do
The only reason I say that is because the whole purpose behind it is it makes you look like
It says describe or name an object that is familiar to you. So you're not familiar with it. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet.
Now
of
the
you.
mushrooms.
If the object is in motion, you know the direction of the movement.
The mushrooms.
And you can locate a specific object known to you as long as you've seen it up close within 30 feet at least once.
So his mask. I've seen his mask within 30 feet.
What is that?
I don't know. Skype rebooting?
Yeah, I think he's frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen.
Just gonna do it.
Alright, that was wild. It just cut out on me.
It was wild.
His mask is known to me, and I saw it within 30 feet.
That is true.
Then yeah.
What?
Yes. Then yes.
Okay. So his mask. Do I get the sense that he's downstairs in the washroom?
Yes.
I go downstairs to the washroom
Sure.
and knock on the door politely.
Come in!
I open the door.
You see as there's a bunch of bubbles.
Bubbles, and now you know what I've been doing with all of Emerald's like mints and little leaves that I collected and stuff. Threw them all into this tub. It is nice. There's
It's minty! He's got a
minty. It's got rose petals and
He's got
stuff.
himself a spa!
Oh hell yeah! And this is what's going on with those bubbles. I have it like all mushed up on my face with a beard, and I'm playing with like a little boat, and I'm like, and you only see like the top half of my face. I'm just like, I am the Lord of the Seas, and I eat another mushroom and start playing with the boat some more.
So,
Well, you got my message, right?
No, I can't see anything you do on Skype, so.
so I'm gonna make my own self a bath in one of the other tubs. I'll get undressed. I'll start to get in, and I'll say, "Can I have a mushroom?"
Of course, and I go ahead and say a little limerick, and I go, in order to conquer this trail, I'll need something more than mere guile. With a magical hand, all my deeds will be grand, and I will finish them all with a smile. Mage hand, and use the mushroom to bring it over to him.
So I take it, and I'm like, "I'm not very good with riddles," and I eat it.
You get the same experience that you got last time as you're like, this one's more aquatic in nature.
Sure.
So
definitely
allow your body to
it
just
is.
kind of submerge into the nice warm water that kind of trickles down your chest. Oh yeah, that was good. You get the aroma. The aroma is still there as it's mint and
Mints, rose petals, lavenders, and
you
stuff.
get a plethora of flower-like scent as it's piercing your nose and into the pores, allowing yourself to
I
be a little druidic.
I then do another little soft limerick, and I'm like, things are a little slow, so it's time for a magical show. Things will be brighter, and the room will be lighter, since I'll give it a colorful glow, and I cast dancing lights.
So now you guys are tripping.
One, I'm going to come out of my room and go down to the teleportation circle, and I'm going to teleport to Arcadia, of course, since we have downtime.
Sure, yeah. You got downtime.
I'm going to the library to check out certain books.
I'm over a muffin.
Which ones?
I'll take another one.
I've had like 4.
Yeah, I'll
Keep
take
going.
another one.
Keep going.
Well, that was why I was sending it to you, because I don't want the party to know yet.
Don't worry, we don't know. We're not going to metagame.
Yeah.
I'm going to look into enchantments and like advanced enchantments.
Advanced enchantments?
Basic enchantments, novice, working my way up, grabbing all those books and bringing them back to the
He's going to
house.
try and teleport our
Oh, you want to check them out type deal.
So at some
Right,
point,
right.
I'm gonna ask you,
So you know that
Can I hear
the
more
Great
stories?
Arcane Library, they will allow you to check out the books and allow them to use them in Arcadia, but to actually take them out of Arcadia because they're enchanted with so many wards and things like that for protection, you actually need to buy the book. But when you buy the book and then return it, they actually refund you the money because you're a wizard of Arcadia. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So, for beginner enchantments, you're probably looking at about 5,000 gold. For novice, Probably, let's do the. You're probably looking at about 25,000 gold, and then for master, you're looking close to hundreds of thousands of gold.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna stay in Arcadia and read those books while I'm in the library. Then.
Sure, you can start on the beginner for sure. So you start reading on the beginner. Then it talks about. It's kind of like Enchantments 101, like what is an enchantment.
Right.
Like that kind of thing. So that's what you're going to be learning about that there.
Because there's no professions or anything in 5e, right?
Oh yeah, there's professions. There's
I'm a blacksmith.
There's enchanters in the city of Atlas.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, then I won't go to Arcadia. I'll just go into town to the nearest enchanter and see if I can apprentice under him.
Sure. So you know of two. There's one called the Eye of Magnus, but it's an upper scale, more financial, and only wizards and sorcerers are allowed in. You find that out. And then there's another one which is Finn and Glorium, which they're just kind of like everyday, day-to-day enchanters. Well, Finn is.
Well, I guess I'm going to go to the first one first to see my luck there. If worst comes to worst, I'll go to the other one.
Sure.
Can I ask a question about this?
Yeah.
Would at any point, if he was going there, would he have asked us, the residents of this city, in a sense, of any of this information to expedite it?
You mean like to help him?
Yeah. Like, would you have came to myself or Emerald or Cass and said, "Hey, do you know of any enchanters that I could apprentice under in Atlas?"
Because he said he didn't want nobody knowing about it.
I don't want the house to know yet.
Okay, that's fine. Sorry.
So I would essentially like fumble through until I find like I would go to the inn. I'd ask around in the inn to see if anybody knows of any enchanters, and then I would get the information of those two places, and I would try the high end first, and then go to the lower end.
Yeah. So it takes you some time to kind of look over that, but as far as for you guys, are you guys doing anything?
So, at first, I would just be taking in the aroma and the feeling of like the aquatic nature of what it is, and then when the dancing lights came on, I'd probably like sit back and just kind of. I'd actually not sure of what's going on entirely. I'd kind of like grip the side of the tub, just kind of be looking at the lights and just dancing around. Be like, how about a story? That would be cool right now.
Alright. Have you heard of the City of Ice? They say that it lies on top of a deceased giant's body. It's actually, the body of the giant is what makes the northern mountains of the Great Barrier Reef. They say in the City of Ice that a large white dragon rules over this ghost town, and a tribe of giants that work under him as slaves. They say that you can find many riches if you slay this dragon. His lair has a river full of gold. And I kind of keep going with that. It's a very familiar story to you.
So, whenever that you're done that, I'd be like, you need to update your information. Dragon's dead. Giants don't work for him anymore. We all solved that problem. I died in the process.
What? I start writing this all down in my like, what the fuck?
The whole time, I'm still like just holding onto the tub, just like big eyes staring at it.
I quickly get out of the tub, fully naked. And I start just frantically taking notes and like trying to get as much detail from you as possible, like just walking around the washroom.
So,
okay.
In the meantime, I'll
make a rumor check. Now that you have an idea,
I'll just update him on everything except for the dungeon.
10.
Yeah, keep going.
Cool.
Yeah.
I write it all down.
So everything you know everything that was there
Except for the dungeon.
except for the dungeon.
Yeah, that's fine. I must create, and I go off still naked,
Just
essentially.
naked. As you hear the... you hear the...
I already have,
down the stairs as he goes out.
I'm already strumming like one of my lutes and shit.
You hear him as he's playing like different tunes as he's like trying to find his music.
Did you like run over in the corner like you're still in the washroom?
No, I'm like out of the washroom, like through the mansion now, just like about to go back to the guest house to just, like start working on this next song for the stories that you just told me.
So I'm just holding onto the tub at this point.
Dancing lights are still there, yeah.
And it goes away.
You're like, wait.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing, just gone. I leave you with the dancing lights because I can keep them there because it's 120 feet.
Yeah. Sure. just for story's sake. So for you, Mister, you go to the Eye of Magnus and you see as
oh my god.
There's. Did I miss something?
No, it's him and Muffin.
I'm literally at 6 this month.
Okay, keep going, bro.
You're gonna vomit.
So you
I'm just gonna have
you get there as like there's very minimal people coming in and out of this place. And you can tell every time, you being somewhat familiar with our arcane magic, you notice that when the door opens, you almost see as people pass through a veil. So you definitely know that this place is heavily warded, heavily enchanted, and you also notice that the people coming in and out of here look to be of high status.
Alright. So, I guess I just walk forward through the veil.
Sure. So you walk forward, you being a sorcerer, you obviously go through very, very fine, no issues. And as you go through the veil, your vision is blurry, but then it becomes clear as this place opens up into a massive, almost warehouse-looking space. However, it's very elegant. There's marble on the ground. Each shelf is contained in a white marble. The walls, starting at the ground, are granite all the way up to the top, which you're probably looking at about 120 feet up. Where it comes to vaulted ceilings, there's grand chandeliers hanging every about 10 or 20 feet, just illuminating everything in front of you. As you see, there seems to be like 1 or 2 people that are just walking around, and you notice that they specifically have their hands behind their back, and they don't seem to be touching anything, but they seem to be looking and admiring different things. You see as it kind of looks to kind of be separated in its own sections, as like you see a bunch of scrolls in one area, you see a bunch of daggers in one area, you see a bunch of armor in one area. Like it's highly organized and situated in a very particular manner. There's actually some items that are completely out of a case, just there on a stand. But you can definitely tell that they, you being who you are, you definitely feel the nature of the arcane energy radiating off these items, and also what's protecting these items.
My, that was a culture shock. I'm going to say all this to myself. Jeez. It's a lot. And I'm just going to kind of walk forward. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm just going to kind of walk forward and see if anything kind of stands out to me.
Okay. I mean, there's a whole bunch of everything that stands out to you. It's really up to...
Well, I mean, like, do I see a receptionist? Do I see a front desk? Do I see anything?
All the way down at the very end, you do see there's a grand desk. It looks to be in a huge U form, like U shape, as it as well is a mixture of granite and marble. And you see there's specific little piles of paper, but every paper is neatly fashioned, almost very perfectly aligned. You come up on this desk and you see that everything on the desk is perfectly in place. Every pen is specific in its own spot. And on the other side there's a gentleman and he's like cloaked, and he seems to be enchanting something, but you don't see like his hands, you don't see anything, you just see the cloak, but you definitely see the arcane magic that's flowing through him, as well as the light that is radiating from his enchantment.
Alright, well, I walk up to him and say, is it morning or what time of day is it?
Probably evening.
Alright, I'll walk up and I'll say, good eve, good sir.
Indeed it is.
Are you the grand enchanter of this establishment?
I am.
I have a query for you. Are you by chance looking for apprentices?
Who is asking, and who wants to be under a person like me?
Well, I would. God, but yeah.
You see as he kind of comes to a pause on his enchantment, and he turns around, and for the first time you see is like his hands are still out, and as he turns you notice that his hands are paused. You get to look at his face, and he pulls down his hat, as you see a tiger-like face, a great mane that kind of goes down into his cloak, bigger guy in nature. He has like a pipe, like a marijuana pipe off on his right lip, and he looks at you and he grabs his pipe, and you notice that...
Let me stop you there. I need to make sure that when I'm in town, I did go into human form, so that I'm not shocking people.
No, you're fine.
Okay, sorry. I just... apparent.
Yeah, you're fine. And you see as you're looking face to face with a Rakshasa.
Well, I haven't seen very many of you other than in the city of Arcadia.
And you know that Rakshasas are naturally evil.
Yeah?
And he just kind of looks and he says, and you want to be an apprentice?
I do.
Why?
Because it's the only way for me to progress my work.
What else?
Well, as a sorcerer, I feel like this is what I should do with my power other than killing things.
It seems like a selfish goal.
I mean, in the end it is.
And why should I take on someone like you?
Do I get a sense of, do I feel like he knows what I really look like?
Make an insight check. What's up, Blood?
That's a 3.
3?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Then I'm going to reveal, dispel my human form into my natural form to kind of gauge his reaction.
Sure. As you do that, you notice that he doesn't really have a reaction as you reveal your form. As you can tell, he's probably seen a lot in his time. And he just looks at you once again and he's like, okay. Do you have experience? Are you qualified?
What's the little girl's name? Rose.
I did train under one of the Wizard Council in Arcadia. So if I am but a beginner, but I have aspirations to be the greatest.
The council in Arcadia has no use. Your status there is not your status here.
Well, that is true, but you asked for not my knowledge, my experience, and that is my experience with magic.
Be gone. I don't see you making anything of this. See, as he like turns around and he starts to resume his enchantment.
So why don't we play a game then?
You see, it says just magical auras just keep going.
He doesn't respond at all?
No, he doesn't seem to respond.
Massive fucking sorcerer. He ain't got time for grades.
Mm-hmm.
He don't give a fuck.
Alright, well, to prove it to you, I will keep coming back every day that I'm in town to ask you the same question. Every day.
So he stops and he turns around. Come back every day for a fortnight. And at the end of the fortnight, I will give you your first trial in becoming an apprentice. Now be gone. As he turns back around and he enchants.
See, and this is why it's going to take us 2 fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well then I leave and I go to Fit and Gloria.
Sure, you go to Fangloria. You see as there's a natural crowd outside. You walk in, you notice that things are just being purchased left and right, and you see the halfling there as well.
Would there be like a picture of the employees that work there on the wall? No?
Alright, I walk up to the front desk.
Sure.
Check out.
You see the halfling, he's like, yep, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure, I'll meet you in aisle 5, go ahead, I'll see you. Alright, yeah, what do you need? Alright, cool, go, yep. You see he's not really paying attention to you as he's like auctioning off and doing a whole bunch of different stuff.
Is he the only person that I see in this place?
Yep.
Sir, are you the person that enchanted all of these items?
Hold on. Yeah, okay, yep. I'll meet you in the aisle, go ahead. Alright, what is it?
Are you the person that enchanted all of these items?
No, that's Finn's work. If you need something enchanted, make an appointment. Yep. No, I don't got that. No, that's somewhere else.
Alright.
Yeah, no, I'll see you after work. Get out of here.
Do I see Finn? Where may I make an appointment with this Finn that you speak of?
Here, just write it in the book. Looking at his like L-shaped desk, you notice that there's just papers scattered all over the place. There's no organization whatsoever. It's complete massive chaos. Make a investigation check. Five? Yeah, you see like various balance sheets where you find a bunch of like imports, exports items. You find a bunch of different like ship names, just a whole bunch of itineraries, but you definitely don't see any paper that has some sort of an appointment list.
Alright, well, I'll turn and loud enough for him to hear. I said, well, I guess I'll just go back to the other place and, since he did say that he is a better enchanter.
Yep, sounds good.
Alright, and then I'll leave and go back to...
You get the feeling that the halfling is just there to work. Just there to go and work out. He has no real heavy investment in business.
Yeah. Do I see anybody that radiates a magical? Well, I'm in a magical place, obviously, but do I have a pull towards somebody that would have an even greater magical aura than anybody else in there?
Make an Arcana check.
I'll do. I mean, 9.
You can't pick up who this person is, but you get an essence of a dragon. It's just like a big strong whiff of a dragon, but you have no idea.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can kind of feel like I'm getting closer to it.
Sure. I'm gonna get back to my other players real quick first.
Okay.
So you're potion making.
Mm-hmm.
You're happening out, and then you're doing a musical piece.
Yep, and my guess. Yep.
Is there anything that you guys want to do as time continues forward?
I want to be done with this.
After like,
What's going on over there?
after probably like,
He's like mid, like you know how like he's like locked up. He's like
probably after like an hour, like it won't be as intense.
yeah. So there you go.
I get out and
You feel a little wonky still.
I dry myself up, put my clothes on, mess up putting on my armor, and eventually I'd like stumble out. Okay, so I'm gonna end up going up to my room, taking my armor off, putting it there, and then I'm gonna run around and try to find Sven, which I'm assuming he would have gone out to. I just follow where the noise was and hear it.
Sure.
So
You get out to the guest house as like you hear like basic just ding ding ding, and then it like messes up. He's like
That's not fuck.
So I just like knock on the door.
What is it?
Can I come in?
I'm busy. I'm working on the masterpiece that is the City of Ice. What do you need?
I want a story.
Later tonight there will be a new story.
But I want a specific story
What story would you like to hear, boy?
about me.
That is for another time. Now leave me. I need to work on my
I
masterpiece.
guess you won't hear the rest about the City of Ice.
Make a persuasion check. Appealing to his bardic.
I mean, there's a specific reason why I said that.
The tuning stops.
you're like, wait.
What do I have to roll?
14.
Well, it depends. Or do you want to hear it? Like,
I'm already focused on the information that I know now. That like it's hard for me to be like.
There's a very large detail that I left out specifically.
Make a charisma check.
Me?
Yeah.
Charisma check or saving throw?
No, check.
Okay.
And the way I'm thinking about this is like if your will is strong enough to work on just the facts at hand, rather than hear more of a story that could make it somewhat better.
12.
What'd you get?
12.
Okay, so you want to hear it.
I do, but I also want to work on the thing that I am working on. All right.
That's why I had you roll the charisma saving, the charisma check, because that's what I just explained. I said is if your willpower is strong enough just to work on what's at hand, or if you really just want to hear this extra part to make it better.
What is it? What do you have for me?
I already gave you some information. I want to know. There's a large bit that you don't know from your story.
All right, and what is it that you want?
I would like to hear more stories about me.
What stories would you like to know?
About the things inside me. The things that you said the other day about knowing their true names.
Cody, come with me real quick.
Okay. I just want to make this song.
He's like, I just want to make this Journey song. God,
That's all I'm gonna do.
Thing is that once we get there and we go into the dungeon, then I'll lose the.
I just wanted to clarify before you're. I saw you starting to look, and you're like, wait. Is Baltimore okay? Yeah, he's okay. He's just tripping out on mushrooms.
What do you even speak of? These things inside you.
You said that I had to learn their true names. I want to know more about that.
What true names? What? I have to disclose, when I'm on these mushrooms, I say a lot of things.
So then why don't we take the mushrooms together?
I can't. I need to focus on my music. I need to have clarity of mind.
But there's a big part of that story that is left out.
Yes, I understand, but I don't know what you speak of. These things that are inside you. What did you refer them to? Creatures? Demons? Something?
Yes, the demons that are inside me. You spoke of it the other night.
Yes, the Brothers of Hell, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a story. I heard it from another bard somewhere in a tavern.
I want to hear more of that story.
What do you want to hear? I can't give you what I don't know.
You told me that you would tell me more another time.
Oh, well then, this is not that time, I believe. Like I said, on those mushrooms, I'm not fully in control.
Are you going to get on mushrooms tonight?
Perhaps. I need to finish this new song, though.
Are you gonna be on that level?
I want information. Fine. Then if you tell me what I want to know, I'll tell you the rest of the story.
Okay. Confused a little, because again, not 100% sure what you're talking about.
I guess we'll find out when you're on mushrooms.
I guess so.
Come and get me so I can get on that level with you.
Very well.
And I turn and just kind of stumble out.
I continue work. I now pull out my flute.
Okay, you're like, maybe a different instrument.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, Jeremy, so what are you doing? Sam, sorry.
I'm just gonna return back. I was looking to see where that smell was coming from.
Oh, you definitely don't see. You don't get it. That was based on your.
Well, I was gonna wander around the store until I just.
It's a
if
big.
I noticed anything.
It's a big. So the way their store is laid out, instead of like a long hallway, it's actually like a big, huge tower, and there's like multiple levels that just keep going up to the ceiling, and you just see a whole bunch of people, like hundreds of people all over the place.
I'm just gonna go up level by level.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna be there like all night. Actually, you can't be there all night. You're gonna be there till about 10 o'clock when the store shuts down.
Well, I guess then I'm just gonna go back home.
Okay. So, but something interesting though that is well noted. As you're walking around, you're going by level, and then 10 o'clock rolls around. You notice that pretty much everybody has left. Like almost at 9:15, everybody is gone. You see as 9:30 rolls around, and the halfling is now staring at you as you're walking from level to level. Around 9:45, he goes up. He goes, "It's time to leave. We need to go, like now."
I mean, I thought you'd close at 10.
We do close at 10, but everybody needs to be out at 9:58.
Why? What happens at 9:58?
I locked the store. It's a policy that we have, and it's strictly enforced.
All right. Well, then I guess I'll. Would you like to show me the way out?
Yeah. As you see, he's slowly letting. He's like he points at a direction and he waits for you to walk.
Is he pointing to the stairs, I'm guessing?
Yeah, he points to like the nearest stairs. I mean, and he allows you to like still mosey around and look at some of the stuff. Like you can see he's making his way down to the door.
20 seconds left,
I guess I'm just gonna, leave.
Okay, so you get to the door and make an insight check. As you see, he pulls out his keys and he closes the door behind him.
I failed it no matter what.
You got a natural 1?
No, I got a 6. I rolled 11. It was 4, 5, 5, and 6 so far.
I got a 5. So you do see it as he pulls out his keys. You can't help but notice his hand is shaking, like almost in fear. As you see, he like straightens out his hand and he locks the door, and then you see as his body becomes like stressless, and he's like, "Well, good night to you, and have a good night." As you see, as he kind of turns and he puts the keys in his pocket, and you see as he just whistles as he goes down the street.
Before you leave, what frightened you so bad that you were trembling?
I work at a place of magical power. At night, there are wards and things that go bump in the night. As you see, he kind of makes like a little face, and then he turns around, and you see as he starts picking up his pace as he starts to walk away.
Alright. And I guess I'll make my way back to the house.
It'd be funny though.
Alright, so you make your way back to the house. So it is 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, we're getting into midnight. You're slowly developing this song.
I'm writing it right now.
Okay. It doesn't have to be like super long.
I know.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to make like a straight up like are you planning on doing mushrooms tonight? That's what I just want to know. If we're planning on doing it like tonight or like tomorrow morning. I don't know.
Probably tomorrow, because I know we'll be going into the city and there'll be taverns, and I'll actually be able to like spread this.
So you're gonna like pass out during your song?
Yes. So no, unfortunately, I will not be doing.
I assume at some point late in the night you're gonna go visit him and be like, "Hey, you know what's going on?" You knock, no answer. You have full reign of the whole establishment. Open the door, and you see his loot. His loot. I was gonna say ladle again. Loot. His flute's out. You have a harp, I think, right? Or like a mini harp.
Oh no, it's like a violin.
Violin, that's what it was. And a violin, it's like all just crumbling. You see like papers are all over the place. As he's got like something like kind of huddled in his hand, and he's just kind of there, and he's just like smiling, happy. He's passed out.
Is he passed out due to like exhaustion?
Probably overexcitement. Like a dog who just gets really, really excited when you're playing and stuff, and then he's just like super tuckered out.
You're like burnt out.
Yeah.
So I'll cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Red Roger too.
So you cast Lesser Restoration on him. You don't feel tired. But you're kind of there. Your eyes kind of open a little bit, and you see it's like there's Baltimore.
Yeah.
Mushrooms.
He's like addicted. he's like, bro.
Story time.
I look outside. It's sleep time. I go back to sleep.
I'm gonna try to stealthily take the paper from whatever he's
From his hands?
Yeah, from what he's.
Roll disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Because he's
Sure.
He probably
like
it's like cradling a new baby to him.
What am I rolling?
Sleight of hand and make a perception check with disadvantage since you're half asleep. then. Perception check with disadvantage.
$17.
Beats it.
Beats it.
Actually, not 18. Whatever.
18,
Sorry.
sure. So you're sitting there and you have like the you're kind of like this, and then you feel like a slight tug.
I will immediately, in response, just do hold person.
So as an action, you're gonna hold person. So
Well, can I do it as a reaction? No, I can't do it as a reaction. No, I'll do hellish rebuke instead.
what does that do?
3d10. You point your fingers, and the creature that damaged you is moment. Oh, I have to be damaged. I have to be damaged first.
You're not gonna do it. It's just tag of the book.
Yeah. All right, that's fine.
Do I see him start freaking out right now?
Yeah, essentially, I'm like, don't touch my things.
Then maybe you should go lie in bed, as I was about to pick you up and take you there.
I know he was pulling out the paper, don't I?
You felt the tug on this. You're free to make an insight check.
I'm fine.
That's what that is.
Leave me alone.
But if you need rest, then you probably shouldn't rest like this, where you can rest more comfortably and give me my story sooner.
I collect my things and I move to the bed and I roll over and turn my back to him.
like an angry toddler.
Yeah.
Turn and I walk out.
Okay. You finish your potions? Did we already roll for those?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're good. You finish your potions, you look up at the clock, or you look at... Fuck it, you know it's late.
I mysteriously look at my wrist. Why am I looking at my wrist right now?
You know it's late, and you go up to your bedroom.
Is she still passed out?
Yes.
Oh
make a perception check.
Oh my god. 25.
25. You notice that she has red marks all down her neck and down into her chest and almost into her arm. And it looks like she's had a massive allergic reaction to it.
Oh my god, is she breathing? Is her airway closed?
She's not breathing.
Who? Oh, yeah?
I check a pulse. Oh my god.
Her mushrooms? You know the most that would happen is she gets food poisoning, right?
People can be allergic. You don't know what's going on with these mushrooms.
No.
So, can I do like a medicine? I don't need to do a medicine check. I know she's had an allergic reaction.
Yeah.
Can I? Oh my god. I'm gonna run down to the garden.
Huh?
So I walk inside the house. I go to the kitchen and go for dinner.
I'm gonna run down to the
It's like
garden.
leftovers. The one is asleep at this point.
That's it. I'm just eating that.
I'm gonna go run down to the garden and get some stuff to, make like a.
You know of anything that's gonna do?
To make like a anti-inflammatory cream or something like that. Like, I would know some type of like poison.
Let's do a medicine check.
I'm a druid. Yeah.
Let's do a medicine check first.
Fine.
I mean, so you see his emerald, like, you hear the and like you hear this door just like swings open and he goes out and just you see he seems to be in somewhat of a hurry.
And in my mind, I'm sitting here thinking like, old ass man running that fast.
10?
Yeah.
You look at your garden and you're like, you don't even know where to start.
So just start grabbing plants.
Okay, you just start grabbing multiple plants.
Yes.
You notice you're completely out of mint.
Sorry. The one thing that could have saved her, yeah.
So I just yell, "Damn it!" And then I go up to the room.
Well, I'm like, so I see him go run out, and I'm just
you
like,
walk in or you run inside.
I'm
You
like
see his
slowly
Baltimore's
walking towards
eating.
the door because I with like a sandwich in my hand as he walks in. All right.
I don't have time, and I run upstairs.
It's frantic.
I follow him up.
You go upstairs.
Can I roll a medicine check again now that I'm upstairs to try to remember something?
Sure.
Something that I can rub on this girl.
Okay, sounds good. It's not meant to be, man.
12.
12? No, you don't know.
Oh.
Your emotion over her right now is too much for you to handle to think about what type of medicine or
almighty.
herbs you need.
I'm just like, what's up?
Look at her. She's red.
She was scratching at herself?
No, it's those stupid mushrooms.
I haven't seen him react like that before.
Yeah, exactly. She's gonna die.
What do you mean die?
Oh my
I check false.
I don't have time for this.
Get the same thing.
I cast Lesser Restoration.
You see as the redness starts to to go away.
I cast Greater Restoration.
So you go over and you're like,
Get out of the way.
and he's like, move, bitch. Like, is it not probably like that, but and then you see a bigger light.
Little does he know, you just needed to boil some water,
Exactly.
ginger and stuff, and she'll be
Maybe
fine.
some mint.
Yeah, with a little
Was
mint.
Tracy the one that hummed me to
I
sleep
have
or
some
whatever?
in my pocket.
Or was that Lacey? Which
it,
one did you tell
It was the more scandalous one that he would have sent in.
Probably Lacey.
Which is Lacey.
Okay.
So is she like breathing better now?
Yeah, you definitely tell that her breathing comes back. Things of that nature.
Oh, Jesus.
You check her heartbeat one more time. You hear the. You hear as it starts to get quicker.
Can I roll a medicine check again?
Sure.
Please, dear God.
I rolled
24.
24. Yeah, you would have noticed that you would have needed like.
Wait, I rolled a natural 20 to try to figure out what I've known.
Yeah.
What is it?
Just various substances like.
Chamomile, mint, aloe, maybe.
Yep.
So I just say
Like
one.
a
simple stuff.
I literally,
Very.
as you're trying to figure it out,
Little
I'm just,
things. You have them all right here, like
So
right
I
behind you.
started-
Like I have it.
So with my bedside mortar and pestle, I start.
I'm like, why didn't you just use this, and this?
Look, I didn't have the time. I was in a
Like
hurry.
as you say that, you see as he's like picking up the things, and he
Yes.
starts to get like his
That would have helped with.
I was emotional,
Just
okay?
saying.
So I start making it, and I like add some water, and I get some tincture, and then like.
Sure, and you like start putting it on her as you like you can tell she starts breathing regularly. She's just exhausted. She needs rest.
Can I just deal with one crisis at a time, please? Ever since that ridiculous
Sven.
humming gnat has been here,
Like a
Things have been
Nat.
my mint is gone. She almost died. He's a nuisance. I just want him gone.
And you're addicted to his mushrooms.
I'm not addicted. Just want to hear stories.
She needs to get some rest. I need some sleep. If you don't mind, I would like to go to bed.
You do notice that Lacey's not there either.
I mean, I'm not stopping you.
So I like stop for a second. I'm like, have you seen Lacey? Is she dead from these mushrooms?
Does Lacey wear a necklace?
So I think back. Does she? Is there anything defining about her for me that I would know of? Like a.
If we were trying to locate her, yeah, she can.
So I would do like locate object.
So you notice that it leads you over to Leroy's room.
So I go over
Nice.
to Leroy's room.
And you begin to hear a song. No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus.
So I listen in. What is she singing? Is this the same song that she sang to him?
No.
No. So I listen in. Ooh, that's nice.
You just hear this just kind of going in the back. Just hear it through the door. If you'd like, you can open. You open the door just a slight little bit.
I'm taller than him, so I have my head kind of peeped up.
So we're both like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
It's like
You can tell as Kyla's off to the right. She's completely. No, you're out in the guest house. She's sleeping. But you can tell that Leroy, his eyes are completely puffy red. He's been crying.
oh god.
You can tell he's like kind of like he's partly asleep, but like his breathing is like irregular. You can tell that he's been sniffling. He's doing that kind of thing. And you can tell as she's just she's laying behind him, and she's just kind of caressing his head, just kind of placing it.
Do I see red?
No.
Okay.
And you can tell that she's comforting him. She's trying to be like somewhat of a mother figure to him in this moment where you can tell that Leroy is upset.
So, do I make eye contact with her?
No. She never looks up.
So I'm like just gonna watch, just gonna let it play out.
Yeah.
I try to like whisper her. I'm like, you could like transform into like a squirrel or something. And just kind of like up in there.
A squirrel inside the room? Really? That's the best that you can do.
I mean, if a spider, she might whack it.
I like listening to music.
Sure, why the hell not? You notice that she stops singing, and you begin to hear the sounds illuminating from the room, as if there's like a magical presence.
Detect magic.
You do notice that there's magic coming from her.
From her.
From her.
So I would
Can you
also
describe her?
detect
Like, what do you like?
Like from her heart.
From
like
her.
you almost see like the heart is illuminated. Because you see the aura of it, right? And you can almost see as like there's like traces.
So it's like a wave, like
coming from her heart.
And what is it? Just like kind of going up in the corners of the room?
It's just kind of
circling
floating
around.
through the room.
I would also detect magic.
I take a step back and I go check out Tracy, since I still have my detect magic up.
Sure. You look at her. She's nothing. Just she's there.
So I'd come back.
Well, after he left, I would have entered the room, but not like in an abrasive way. I would have like just closed the door and just like sat.
What the fuck? I'm gonna come in.
Does she notice me then?
She doesn't look at you.
So I just sit.
So then I come back and I open up the door.
You see, it's like Emerald's like taking a spot.
So then I just kind of sit, and with like my detect magic up, and I'm imagining I'm still feeling the effects of the mushrooms. I'm just kind of like in awe of whatever's going on right now.
So you guys, each individually, you guys do fall asleep to her sounds.
So so we're affected in that manner. Because I was gonna say like, what happens?
Oh yeah, and if you guys willingly sit and just listen, yeah, it's gonna happen. So
She's a Jigglypuff.
So you marked up faces, swastikas and dicks.
Oh my god!
Oh, tell me I wouldn't do it.
Well, that's the question. Here's the real question. If they do fall asleep, do I wake up before them and find them in that state? Because then I definitely will do that.
I'm gonna say probably not.
Okay.
You guys do end up falling asleep to her sound as the night goes cold in winter, and you guys do end up waking up to your own beds.
So before falling asleep, and however much time that we were there sitting, does this sound like? Does the feeling that we would get that brings us to that sleep, is that at all?
You checking audio on it?
No, I'm actually going to make the strumming of the music and stuff.
I was actually going to appreciate that.
But no, I'll check it right now.
Yeah.
Connect it.
Does it seem similar to when I first came back? Or is this like something totally separate?
It's completely different.
Okay, alright. That was the first one.
So usually we fall asleep, but we wake up in our own beds.
You wake up in your own beds.
Are Lacey and Tracy there?
And make a history check with disadvantage.
I'm pissed.
Good. Perfect.
You said history?
Yeah.
21.
Golf 4.
Natural 19. You both recall.
I also had a natural 19, but I added 2.
Yeah, she added 2.
Okay.
You you vaguely remember opening the door, and you remember seeing Leroy crying. You remember seeing like this. You remember seeing the scenario. You don't recall her singing, and you don't recall the detect magic. You just know that she was there, being a mother figure to him.
I don't remember this at all.
She said, "Go fuck yourself."
So I just wake up pissed off that I'm in my own bed.
Do I wake up and they're next to me?
Yeah. Like you wake up, you look to your right, you see Lacey. You look to your left, you see Tracy. They're both completely fine.
Are they asleep?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up Lacey.
So you wake up Lacey.
And I say, care to take a walk with me? An early morning walk.
Sure.
So we go for a walk through the garden.
Okay.
And I ask her, I say,
I mean, it's not a big garden, you know this,
I
right?
know.
Okay, it's not like some
we'll walk the
Japanese,
garden,
you know.
Yes, it's not cherry blossom trees, whatever. So we'll walk around the garden and around the land. But I'll say, so what was that about last night with Leroy?
Oh, Leroy asked me to go into the room with him because he missed Rahun and wanted to know where he was at and why he wasn't returning. And I just told him that I didn't really know, but that he would be returning back, and that he started to have thoughts of abandonment. And I told him that that wasn't the case, and I just tried to help comfort him as best as I could.
Comfort him how?
I just laid down with him, just kind of caressed his hair and just hummed tunes as he went to sleep.
Can I insight her?
Yeah, sure.
The worst
Two
rolls
dice are not on our side tonight.
7.
The irony, he finds out that it's his wife, been living with him the entire time.
So, I'm gonna ask her straight up. So, I don't know if you know this or not, but I was there. I saw you with Leroy, and you were comforting him. I didn't know why. But I don't remember going to my bed last night.
You fell asleep in the room, and I helped you to bed.
How, though? I have never fallen asleep, not willingly.
Well, you probably had a lot of... I mean, I know you worked in the potion lab, or the alchemy lab a lot. You probably were just tired.
Did you know that your sister was reactive to those mushrooms?
I did not know.
She almost died.
I didn't know. I thought she was just sleeping.
Which, while they're doing all this, I would have gotten up, went to go check on his door, trying to figure out how I got there, and seeing that he's not there. But seeing Tracy, I would have went and checked her vitals and stuff like that.
She's good. She's back to normal.
Yeah.
I would have done that before I left.
No, you didn't.
Like he's reestablished.
Yes,
man.
no, I'm just saying for the sake of
he's like I take care
for
of the
the
women,
sake
right?
of continuity.
If she's conscious, I would help her down the stairs.
So I say
That's
to
fine.
her, I just don't understand how I would have gotten into my bed.
They tapped you. Slowly opened your eyes. I just kind of helped you to bed.
Tell me more about your background. I don't think we've ever talked about that.
Me and my sister, I've always been together. We've gone from jobs to jobs, just kind of looking for work, and ended up being in the city of Atlas. Took refuge there for a little bit. Had some parties, had some fun, and then you guys came along looking for work or looking for help, so we decided to hop on.
And I know that she's a human, right? Tell me more about your parents. Where did they come from?
They came from south, Bay of Storms.
The Bay of Storms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were. My father would, I guess you could classify them as a pirate. my mom was, well, we think she was a pirate. We kind of grew up on the ship, and then
A female pirate.
yeah, we heard that she died giving birth to us, and then
Any chance she was a mermaid?
I don't think so. But Tracy's gonna be okay, right?
Yes, she's going to make a full recovery. Please, just for my own sake, just lighten up maybe on the drug use, particularly those mushrooms from Sven.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep an eye out on Leroy. He's I think he's having a hard time.
Yes, we haven't seen Rahun. I'm worried myself. However, just remember your relationship with him should be maybe one of guidance, nothing more.
One of what?
Guidance,
Okay.
mentorship.
Sure.
He's young, easily influenced.
Impressionable.
Be a good role model.
Will do. If that'll be all.
Yep, that's it. And also, feel free, if you ever want to just talk, I know, like, we have, like, contractual obligation here, but,
Okay.
like, I'm always here if you do need to
Sure.
talk. So, okay. Enjoy
worries.
your day.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but I was tending your garden the other day, and your mint's gone.
Oh, I know about the mints.
Okay. All right. Just double checking.
Yes.
Um,
Please replant some for me, if you will.
I will. I'll have Dwana grab some from the shops in town when she goes.
And please, get rid of the mushrooms. I know he's planted them in there. Destroy them.
Okay.
I'm gonna insider.
Sure.
Natural 20.
You get the feeling that she's going to remove some, but maybe not all of them.
Well, she'll remove them, but she'll keep them for herself. So I promptly go and destroy them myself.
Okay.
Just stare at her and fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Do everything around
that
here.
works. Sven, you wake up and you have the melodies playing through your head the whole night as you wake up, and like you see your little notepad, and you're just like,
I know, I hear him.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can see the.
Okay.
And you're just like, yes. Sam, you also wake up in your bedroom as you yourself are. You're there, and you're ready to partake in what the day's adventures give.
I mean, I'm gonna go straight to town into that place just to show my face.
Okay, so you go back to the IMAX like prompt early in the morning.
Yeah, and then I expect the same thing to happen, so I just come back.
Yeah. He just kind of looks at you and he just says, "Well done.
Yep.
Be gone." And then and you leave. All right, and so you leave. You go back. So you guys can do whatever you want. Go.
Well, I think I'll spend the rest of the day just watching out for Tracy and making more potions.
Sure.
I'm eating my breakfast
I'll
that I
do
know
that
Duenna is
first.
bringing to me at the picnic table outside the guest house.
So when he comes back in, as I'm there tending to Tracy and making sure she's eating, I just look at him. Don't worry, I'm making sure that she's eating.
Who?
Tracy.
I've already checked on her. She's fine.
But you didn't put any food or anything into
She was
her?
asleep when I left her. She needs a rest.
I just pat her on the back. This is why I'm the healer.
So I look at her.
Tracy just kind of like looks at you and she's just like,
That's nice.
I'm like, how do you feel? Do you feel better?
"Yeah, I feel good."
Good. Don't take any more of those mushrooms.
Don't take any more.
No, I understand.
All right.
So Sam, did you go down to the dining room table?
I mean, I guess I would be walking in.
What do you do, like teleport and then teleport back?
Yeah, teleporting to teleport back. Yeah. So you guys are at the table. Sven, what are you doing?
I'm outside eating my breakfast at the guest house and stuff. At the
She didn't
picnic
serve you
table.
breakfast out there.
I'm waiting then because I'm used to that.
You notice it doesn't come this day. So you like walk inside, yeah.
I don't walk inside. I just wait patiently because like this is what I'm used to.
Well, she puts it outside your door.
Yeah, and I will. I know, and I usually will bring it to the table. So it's just I'm just sitting at the table, just like I'm just gonna go ahead and just start
Playing
tuning my melody for the day.
So you guys are all there. You see as Cass kind of comes in, she just
Sleep well. Tracy almost died.
Oh, that's good. I assumed you heal her.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
She almost died because of Sven's mushrooms.
Oh, okay. She goes into a conversation about how not to eat mushrooms. Blah blah blah. Blah. Done.
Done. Track through that part.
Yep.
So, what are the plans for the day?
Well, we're gonna grab my bow.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can leave now if you want. I just don't know if they'll be done.
That's all I know. That's all I know.
Are we leaving today? After you get back?
I don't see why not.
That's fine with me.
Well, is Sven in the dining room with us?
Nope.
Is he coming out of the guest house?
Not Sven. I meant Sam.
Sam's there in the guest house. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, if nobody else says anything else, then I guess we'll go grab her bow and then we'll leave.
Are we taking a nuisance with us?
I look at Cass.
I think it might be a good idea just to kind of have an extra body since we don't have Rahun as a...
So we're going to be taking dead weight and a nuisance. And a potential murderer!
Who's that?
Sven!
I think he was... All three of those were Sven.
Oh.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yep,
Well,
no problem.
So we would rather keep that person here?
Oh, Jesus, no.
Or under our watchful eye?
Fine.
Yeah. Thought so.
Oh, God.
So anyway...
I just pray to Gaia. Give me strength, please. And patience.
Well, I guess we'll be back.
Okay.
Are you going to take Tracy with you, since you've taken her under your wing?
Tracy, like...
Jesus.
I just look at Tracy, I'm like, you want to come into town with us?
You're free to do as you wish, dear.
As
long as you're up to it.
I think
Correct. You say that in game and I promptly snap.
I think I'm gonna stay here at the house.
Yes, you do need to rest.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go up to my room now. You see, she kind of makes her way up.
I'll just leave my patient in your hands.
Oh, thank you for
Yeah.
the transfer of
Don't let
care.
her almost die again. By the way, if allergic reaction, use this ingredients, this ingredients, this ingredients, this ingredients.
Mind you, weren't you going to look for some of those last night?
What?
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's what I thought.
You're the druid.
Doesn't mean that I promptly take psychedelics. Any given chance.
How'd you know I was on?
Also, don't talk to me. You have two demons inside of you.
Hey, at some point that card is not going to be useful anymore.
It'll stay as long as you've got them in you.
So, I guess me and Cass will go Oracle, grab her bow, leave, come back.
Oh, we're just doing it, just us. Nobody else is coming.
I'm saying at the.
Okay, yeah. Just,
Sam, are you coming with us into town?
Yeah, I'll go.
Sure. So as long as you guys aren't doing anything, yes, I can fast track it to where you guys go in, grab the bow, and leave. Oh, actually, you get...
She goes in to get the bow.
Yeah.
Not all of us.
Which is still going to be 150 gold.
Okay, take it out of her thing.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell her. You're going to have her pay for it.
It's her bow.
It's her bow. She has all the money. I'm flat broke. So
Alright, I'll try it. He said I'm flat broke.
Also,
let me look how much gold I have. Look, there's nothing there.
He's like, I got this. He like fills his pouch. He's like,
Hey, Cass, can you spot me so I can get this?
I'll be making a potion while they're gone.
sure, what potion?
Hide from undead.
Hide from undead?
Yes.
Sure, let's look at. Is that?
Elisha berries is the plant that I'm using.
Sure. It's gonna take the full time that they're there. DC is gonna be a little higher just because it's undead. Let's say 18. Go for it.
20.
Yep, got it. All right, so you guys go grab the bow. You walk on out. She's like, "Oh yeah." And you see, like, as she like pulls back on the bow, like the bowstring immediately turns like red. And she's like, "I definitely feel something different here."
So when we get back to the establishment, I just tell her just to like one of the little dummies that are set up, I guess, in the training yard or whatever. I just tell her just to use one of her arrows and try to shoot that thing.
Yeah. So she takes it. She draws it back. She releases it as not the diamond tip, but the actual like arrow. The body of the arrow just lights in fire, and then as it hits the dummy, there's like a small explosion that happens.
Oh my god.
That's cool. You should probably attune to the buck too.
She goes, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea." And she just kind of starts walking away. She just kind of puts it across her shoulder, and
which I will also use some time to attune to the piece.
Oh sure, yeah.
Because I realize I've never done that at all yet.
Sure.
I'm in a really good mood. I still haven't had breakfast, but I'm still eating my mushrooms.
And you from outside, you hear like an explosion.
I am outside. I'm
did go outside.
I'm outside at the table, still waiting for breakfast.
Okay, so you
brought it out there.
No, there's no breakfast.
She never brought it out.
Okay.
But to me, again, don't know this.
So
he's talking about the table that's outside of the guest house.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't bring out food out there. She just brought just to the dining room.
But by this time, it's like afternoon.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I've
But
eaten
to her,
quite a
she's
bit of
like,
my mushrooms.
You've been allowed in the house. It's the dining table. She ain't no maid. She didn't take no requests.
Did we notice him?
Yeah, he's just sitting there. He's just kind of.
So I'll just.
I actually gave a little golf clap to her after her arrow shot.
So I walk over. I'm like, "What are you doing out here?"
Waiting for breakfast.
It's afternoon.
Really? Pop another mushroom.
Wait, you're on mushrooms?
Yeah, quite a bit right now because I haven't had any breakfast.
Can I have a mushroom?
Look into my sack. Hold on, and I go to the greenhouse.
It's gone.
I've destroyed. I've used produce flame to burn them to an ash.
Yes, sir.
Any remnants, seeds and all.
Oh, I then go to it. I was like,
that morning he was like, burn, baby,
Yes,
burn.
exactly.
Just go and burn.
It was a controlled burn.
He's like, oh shit, not that plant, not that plant.
I feel the soil. Oh, this is actually great. It's great for plant some more.
Sure. You see?
We'll have to wait until the fresh ones grow.
Oh, alright.
I ate some more that I had.
Wait,
Yeah, these walk away.
So you make your potion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then you make your potion. You go upstairs. You hear like a loud coming outside.
So I go check to see what's going on.
Sure. You see as Baltimore and Sven are talking. And then you see as like Cass
Where are
kinda
they
walks-
talking?
Huh?
Where are they talking?
A
They're
little
just on the
outside.
grounds.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
a
just
little
on the grounds.
outside.
Are they coming from any direction?
Didn't look like it.
But you see me like, and then you see him, and then just walk away.
I go to my garden.
Cass is a really nice pepper.
Do I see her?
Would you have concealed it in any way, shape, or form?
What, the mushrooms and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, no, because again, I don't really know that he.
But
did
they're
it.
under soil. Make a
Yeah,
perception check.
they're freshly grown, so there's none that are actually.
Yeah, there's
sprouting.
nothing there, yeah. It's just burnt. It's burnt soil. You look at all the soil. It's burnt.
I know my garden.
Don't be metagaming right now, dog.
Make a disadvantage check.
Okay.
He still needs his garden.
19.
Okay. Nope.
Okay.
Everything looks burnt to you. You like move around some stuff. You don't see it.
Fine.
Well, I guess it's time to go.
Oh! Knowing the fact that I've burnt this and I would like to plant some more seeds, given the fact that I now have this new tilled soil, or this new soil, I will till the land so that I can make some fresh mint.
Sure.
Since I'm
You
out.
till the land.
That's it.
Okay.
So, Cass, you want to go get your panther, I guess, and
She's already with me.
I look around. Sure. Okay. So I'll. Sven, we're leaving. If you...
Where are we going?
Oh, we like leaving?
I guess it was when we came back. Or we
Oh,
not
I
leaving?
didn't realize that you were. Yes. All right. So I'll go say my goodbyes.
So you go say your goodbyes.
Lacey, keep up the good work. Tracy, don't eat the mushrooms.
Why not?
Oh, I've gone upstairs to my room.
Sure. You guys all say your goodbyes. Whatever you need to do, you fast track this. Unless there's something specific.
Nope.
Okay.
Doing it. Keep doing a good job. Watch the children.
Sam, are you ready to leave?
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
I don't have anybody to say go bye to. I'm just waiting on y'all.
Yikes. I gathered my things. I'm ready.
So,
Where are we going again first?
City of Ice.
How are we getting there?
Teleport.
Fantastic.
So I grab a piece of cloth or something like that from the kitchen, and I say, Sven, we need to cover your eyes.
No? What? Pop another mushroom.
Can you
Jesus Christ.
put this over your eyes? Can I tie this over your head? So I put it over his head and I tie it.
I put my hands over my eyes as he ties the blinds over, so now my hands are now tied to my head as well.
That works.
Where are we going? What's going on?
We'll release you in a second. Just we can't let you see certain things.
Okay.
By the way, did you ever find the box?
Oh, let me go check the vault.
There's a box?
So I go check the vault.
Sure, so you go check the vault. You see the box sitting there.
And to clarify, I would have put my armor on. Just to clarify.
Yeah, you're fine.
So
I asked the box, may I have my things?
So I walk up and I say, Box, you want to come with us?
See a blue light.
We're going home.
You open it. There's a little letter and it says, sure.
It says hell no.
And it's there. You open up the box and you see all the things that are yours are there.
Okay.
Smells quite weird
I
in
don't
here.
remember what any of those things were, but
Should have read it down.
yeah.
It's probably your coat and fur coat, like your white fur coat
Yeah,
and stuff
actually,
like that.
yes. No, I don't think I would have put that in there.
Okay.
Who are you talking
It
to?
would have been little knick-knack stuff.
So I have more mint. I
No.
ask
No, I
I
wouldn't put
have
that
mint.
in
There's some in my pocket.
I
I'll
asked
kill
the-
you.
I
I'll kill
asked
you.
the-
he's a bitch with the throat.
I
Open your mouth again.
Box, did you want to come with us? We're going to your home.
Who's this box?
Stop talking
Oh.
now.
You brought me down here.
How long has the box been here? Like in the vault?
2 weeks, maybe?
The whole time we've been here.
No, not even. Maybe a week.
The amount of time that we've been here, however long we've been here.
I don't know how long you guys have been here.
You notice something that you would have noticed. You don't have to make a check or anything. On the box, you know how it had that name and it was starting to change everything. You notice that it has Casio on already started to go on the box. It hasn't fully completed her name.
So do I see this?
Yeah, you both see this.
So I just reach over to Cass and I just kind of pull her over and I point at the box.
I just slipped one of
That's
my
not
hands.
good, right? That can't be good, right? Because the last person that had the name died, right?
I slide one of my hands out of the blindfold and I
don't think
grab
that's how
another
it
mushroom,
works.
eat it, and then slide it back into the
I think
blindfold.
that now the name on the box
It's who owned it.
is who owns the box. And the rights to the things
I just
inside
think that
of
the last person had died. That owned it.
Would them keep saying box over and over again? Rumor check?
No, not really, because it's a specific item that probably wouldn't have been known throughout the.
Yeah, but I mean a box with her name and somebody dying because of that?
You could think. I mean, no, not a check required. You would probably think it's a mimic. just
okay.
based on various stories of boxes coming alive.
Mimics are not good. Why do you guys have a mimic in your house?
For people who go meddling down here that shouldn't belong.
Ah!
So, do you want to come with us or no?
You should see a blue light. Sure.
Is it sure?
So I asked him, what was regarding the box and the name? What was the point of that? Do you remember?
It's who owns it. That's all I remember.
So
Do I remember that?
What?
That the name, whoever's name is on there, is who owned the box. Who the box belongs to.
Make a history check.
Can I also make it?
Turn right and walk
Like,
straight.
I know that's what it had to do with. But what I
40
remember.
years, yeah.
15.
I just turn to my right and walk straight until I hit a
19.
wall.
Chat.
No.
Oh, no, sorry, good sir.
19?
Yeah.
Or
And what are you
back
doing? The same check?
Same thing.
Yeah, so you would have known that.
Okay. So yeah, it's
Because you remember, like, finding the box and then you see, like, the skeleton, but it
Yeah.
had, like, a paper note that
Yeah.
said, like, something about the box.
Yeah.
So then
And transferring ownership. That's all you remember.
I run into the wall
is
and
the
make 90
ropes
degree turn.
that we
You start hitting a whole bunch of walls.
Oh,
is
sorry,
the rope
madam.
still on it, like how I had it as a backpack before?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just pick it up, put it on my back.
What do you plan to do with this?
It said it wanted to come with us.
Oh, wait. It's been in the vault. What do you kept in the vault?
All of
I knew it.
Huh?
all the things.
All of our money.
Oh, that's all gone.
No, money wasn't in there.
Yeah, it was.
It's not a pocket dimension.
No, the vault?
The vault's not a pocket dimension.
No, it's a room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had all of our money in it.
That had money in it.
No, I think Cass kept that in her bag of holding because we were dwindling.
Nope.
I know that there was some money
We
that was
definitely,
kept in
after
the
the
vault,
dragon
and there was
stuff,
some
we put
distributed amongst
A
everybody.
lot of money into.
Oh,
We put
that's
all of
up
our
to-
money into the
That's
vault
up to
and then
Cass.
split it.
She had the money.
So I'll talk with her and we'll figure. But you notice that everything that's in the vault is gone.
Man, I haven't been to this vault in 40 years, so I don't know.
Yeah, you would have been
far
like,
as I
bro,
know,
they used it all, man. They used
As
it
far
all.
as I know, the only difference is the box.
And there isn't much that I stored in this vault, particularly.
The only thing that was stored in the vault was gold.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
It
I mean, you guys didn't.
It was
keep
all the
any-
money we got from.
So I asked the
Dragon.
box, may we have our money back?
See, blue light. What money?
The money that was in this vault. Our money, not the box's money.
What money?
The money that was in this vault. Inside of this room we're currently at.
Maybe you should have Cass ask for it.
Cass, can you ask for your money back?
Same thing. What money?
Fuck it, let's just go.
Why does the mimic need money?
Why do you want to take this? It's just taking everything that was in here.
And it may be able to give us something while we're there.
The thing that baffles me is that you have to physically put something in this box.
No, I'm sorry, ma'am. No,
this
sir,
thing's
I
moved
can't see
before.
right now.
Do I remember that?
Make a history check with this.
With disadvantage?
No, I'm not gonna.
15 again.
I just made a higher DC. That's all.
I don't even know you guys put anything in here.
We
It
didn't.
looks the exact same to me.
We haven't
But
touched
we
it.
first made it.
We haven't touched
40
it
years
since
ago.
we put it in here.
Is everything all right? There's a lot of arguing.
All right, so I just grabbed Sven as I have this box in my
Oh,
back.
where are we?
So you
finally
take the
going?
box.
Yeah, I got the on my back
Perfect.
as a backpack.
Perfect.
So, and I grab Sven and I like buy his collar or whatever.
As you see, him, like hit another. He's hit like another wall. He's
Oh,
grabbing.
sorry, madam or sir.
Put him in the box.
I do not want to go into a box.
Please. We've never tried it with anything alive. Can we give it a try, please?
Hello? Are we going somewhere?
Let's test it out with a rat.
I pull out one of my hands again out of the blindfold and I take a mushroom, eat the mushroom, and then put my hand back into the blindfold. Hello?
I feel like we lost a lot of things, didn't we?
Good work.
I don't know what to say.
Hey, look at Cass. What does Cass say?
She doesn't say anything. She just gives you that look that she gives all of us. She's disappointed in our decisions.
It would just solve so many of our problems. Fine.
So I got Sven by the
by the like his shirt collar or whatever,
Hello.
and kind of just put him over into the teleportation circle.
Sam, I think we're ready.
Sam, we're ready to go. Cass is with us. Everybody's in the circle.
Do I need to go somewhere? Do I need to walk?
Just you need to close your mouth.
So,
I eat another mushroom.
any specifics on where we're going?
The City of Ice.
Alright, I'm gonna whip it up and...
Oh, fun!
Yep. So you cast your arcane magic as you signal the teleportation circle over there. You begin to feel something wrong with that teleportation insignia. Almost like the teleportation circle is not complete there. Something has happened to that insignia. This is happening prior to you doing it. I'm allowing you to. You can either attempt to make it. Like, you can attempt to trigger the teleportation circle and go, and risk. I'm just saying that there may be a risk. Or you can stop and let them know.
I'm gonna stop and let them know.
Okay, tell them how you'd like to tell them.
Oh, are we there yet? And I lift up the blindfold.
Something feels wrong about this. It feels like...
You see as he starts to try and lift the... Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It feels like there's something wrong with the destination. Like, I feel like some of us might not make it through.
So air fart over.
Oh, we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. How long is that trip?
Wait, air fart? What? 2 days? 2.5 days?
Longer.
Like a week.
What? No way.
1 square is equal to a day.
But we made it from the Glide Forest to our place in a day.
Yeah, but I fast-tracked you. Now that we're going through that map, we're going to do it the map way. Because in the top right-hand corner, I think I put like a little thing, didn't I?
Small squares, 1 day.
Fuck, I can't read that shit.
Where is the actual place?
Shadow
then?
Post?
Is that where we're going? The Shadow Post?
No, we're not going.
Shadow Post is not anything part of your campaign anymore.
Okay. Oh, so are we able to fast track there then?
I feel like that's too long of a...
Do you know where that destination is? Did you ever mark it on a map?
Yeah, we said it was like right here.
Yeah, but did you ever mark it on a map? Out of game, we know that it's there. Nobody ever marked it on a map.
Do I know where it
I
is?
don't think we had a map that we were keeping a track of things.
Which was with a trail.
Huh?
Yeah, a trail would have been the one that had.
Which had a trail had. Make a history check.
All of us?
Advantage.
Because you're part of the traveling merchant. No, it's for him.
Advantage from rumors and stories of the City of Ice. 15.
15. You know the general area, just because you've traveled along the ridge of the Great Barrier Mountains, but not specifically.
Do we have an issue?
You also know from traveling that the winds throughout the Great Barrier are really high.
High as in like
speed-wise.
Oh yeah. So it might be better to just go to the very edge of the Glide Forest.
How the fuck did we get there before?
Teleportation circle.
From Tortola.
Mm-hmm.
You can risk it. I just wanted to let you know.
What is wrong?
Flipped inside out.
Yeah. What happens if we teleport incorrectly?
What?
What happens if we incorrectly teleport?
Our body might flip inside out.
Does he say that? You say that?
I say that. Our bodies might turn inside out.
Is that the truth, Sam? What will happen?
I mean, any range of anything. It's magical properties. If we could teleport there and 3 of us get there and the other 2 just aren't there anymore, like they just disappear, or
to another realm, or
they could just disappear from existence.
Oh God!
Or we pop like balloons.
Or we could end up there just safe, but everybody's minds are switched, or all of our magical items could be gone, or
Oh god.
Shut up!
Okay,
That's enough detail, Sam.
we've got it.
We're not doing that, bro.
All of our body parts might switch from one another.
Oh wait, that could be interesting. As I grab my chest.
Some of us might get younger. Some of us might get older.
Younger.
Well,
Yeah.
wouldn't mind being younger.
You're altering time and reality and space.
We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
So I go
Ooh,
upstairs.
what's that?
So Cass kind of turned around. She goes, "Do we know what the chances are? Like, are they in our favor?"
No.
I couldn't tell you. I just know that something's off. I mean, we can chance it, but I can't guarantee what will happen.
Make an Arcana check.
Lady Chance only looks out for herself.
Lady Fate's a fickle bitch.
23?
Indeed, she is.
23. You know that there's like an 85% chance that you guys will be there. Okay.
Oh god.
I can live with that.
Do I know what the 15%
Solid
chance
B.
is?
That something's gonna happen.
The average.
I mean, that was. If I ever got that, that means I got ice cream, so.
Christ.
We might become ice cream if we do
So if you guys
You
got like
can-
an 85% chance that we all get there safely, 15% chance we fucking something happens.
I'm okay with those odds.
We've been at worse odds than that.
I eat 3 mushrooms at
Cass
once.
is like, that's like a B on a
I'm
test.
good to go.
What test? What's a test?
Life's short, my friends. Adventure awaits.
Are you guys educated?
I think back to that for a second.
Need eyes
Just kind of like,
Educated.
just kind of like look up, like,
Never had
what is educated?
formal
Need I help, madam?
Fuck it, let's try it.
All right. So you guys go. So
Oh,
do you
God.
trigger it?
The team wants to, yeah.
Here goes nothing.
Wee.
Oh, so as he's beginning to trigger it, I just go to Emerald and I'm like, because hey, who knows what's about to happen right now? I say, by the way, Sven planted new mushrooms.
I know he did.
Yeah, in your garden.
As you guys begin to feel
Your character is destined to break every rule and thing that I
the
do.
blue archaic energy allowing itself to swarm the area. As you begin to feel colder, as you can feel the frost kind of taking shape from around you, you guys get where you're used to a zap, you almost get stretched.
Oh god.
As like you feel like your body beginning to like completely like you look down and your arms become like super long and you're like fuck. As you guys come to a blink, as you guys are all laying down in snow. Everybody has made it okay.
Take the blindfold off. We're alive! Yay!
You hear the sounds of war horns. You hear the sounds of.
Oh, that's not good.
You hear the sounds of people shuffling as you look around you, as you are indeed in the city of the Colonor, the city of ice, on the surface level. You notice that the insignia on the ground is completely different from what you guys know, but like the basic structure of the previous signia that you had is there still somewhat. But you notice that the Frost Giants have made this as a base of operations.
In the middle.
Hello, friends! Was that a G sharp?
Now, was the Frost Giants the ones that we made friends with?
No.
Nope.
We destroyed the village. And I don't say that out loud, but I like remember this.
And that's where we're going to end tonight.
And we didn't even consult Hardin before.
Hi, friends.
You destroyed it?
I didn't destroy it.
Avalanche.
Well, it was an accident.
So anyway, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Sorry if I'm going a little later, but anyway, we'll see you next week here on Epic Interactions. We'll be here Wednesday. I believe, hopefully, Kayla should be here. I think that's, or it might be the last Wednesday issue works. But it should be fun. So anyway. Stay tuned for next week as they take on some Frost Giants, or not, depending on what happens. And
Make them my friends.
yeah, we'll have fun. We'll play some Bardic Inspiration for them.
Oh,
But other than that, thanks for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful night. Be safe, drive safe, enjoy your epicness as you guys have an epic week.
What'd you guys do it for?